Okay, so was Hansen Yang an actual good draft pick this year? There's a few things that I really should mention, so let's get down to it. However, if you want to become a better center, make sure to go check out the center blueprint that is down in the description below. Okay, so after he gets this pass, he's looking to make that next pass. This pin down screen into a dribble handoff didn't happen, so now he dribbles the opposite direction just to be able to make something happen. After that happens, he goes into a dribble handoff. He makes somewhat of a moving screen, but that's totally fine. They're not going to call this at the NBA level or pretty much at any pro level. And then he rolls towards the basket. When he's rolling towards the basket, he's got his hand up. That's fantastic. He's able to receive that pass, and he's able to finish at the rim. He gets that ball up high very fast, very early. What I mean by that is when he receives that ball straight away to his chest and then above his head. This is something that every center, when they are attacking the rim, needs to do, because this is a much harder way of trying to steal the ball. If you've got the ball well over your head, it's going to be very hard to get it stolen. So this was a very good move. One thing I will mention is, and this is why I'm titling this video, was Hansen Yang a good pick? I personally think that he's not physically ready for the NBA yet. Right here, he is getting absolutely bodied while trying to box out that man. And then, once he receives that rebound, which, sure, he had great position, but he got bodied from here to here. He receives that ball, and then he reverse pivots up, and then he hides or shies away from contact, misses the first layup, and then gets blocked on the second try. What should happen right here, when he receives that ball, he should have received that ball with better footwork. His left foot should have been here. His right foot is where it should have been. And he should have went just straight up off glass, very easy. Potentially because he was getting bodied so far when boxing out, he landed kind of awkward with his chest facing away from the rim, his right foot forward, and his left foot back, which then forced him to reverse pivot out. What he should have done is just went straight up strong. You're well over 7 feet tall. You have a good amount of weight behind you. Just go up strong with two hands. Poster this guy who is underneath the rim and just call it a day. But no, you go up with this shying away from contact, trying to keep that ball away from the defender, and then missing. This is not how you play in the low post. You have to be way more aggressive than this. If you're going to play like this, you are going to be benched for a very long time. And then he gets his own rebound, which is fine, but then because everyone's hacking him, yes, he gets the foul call, but he shouldn't have never been in that position anyways. However, here, he does something a lot better. He seals his man pretty well, and then he's able to receive that pass. When he receives that pass, he pivots and dunks right away. That's the strength that you need at the NBA level if you are a 7-foot center. Here is another situation where he is getting absolutely bodied by somebody who is much smaller than him. He is unable to seal his man. It allows that defender to reach in. Yes, he got a foul, but look at the height difference between these two players. That should have never happened. He should be strong enough to be able to seal this man so that this guy can't get around him. This is an absolutely poor seal, and that needs to be 100% fixed before the NBA season starts if he wishes to get time as a center in the NBA. Now, he may have been told to do this at some level or potentially before this game started, but he receives this ball. Watch how long it takes him to get rid of it. It takes him a total of 4 seconds. Let's call it 4 seconds. That is 4 seconds for the defense to set up, which means that now you are no longer going against a weakened defense from you passing the ball around. At the very least, instead of just telegraphing and being like, yo, I'm doing a dribble handoff or a pass to this side, square up, wait for whatever is developing over here to happen, square up, act like you're about to shoot, maybe pull your defender out a little bit, maybe get these guys starting to think maybe they should box out. Something. Make the defense think at least 1%. And then, look, just stands there, does a dribble handoff. Instead of doing something, jabs, anything, do something to make the defense think or second guess anything. Don't just stand there looking at the sideline, because somebody, if this guy was smart, he would have gone and stole that ball. If I was him, and if I knew I was fast enough, knowing that there is bad spacing on this side so that one guy can guard two, I would have tried to steal that ball. Here he receives that ball, and this is at least a little bit better. He's at least faking a pass. But this, standing straight up, telegraphing, literally looking at what side he needs to pass the ball to. Standing straight up, you are not a threat. If you are standing straight up, you are no longer a threat to score. Nobody should care about you. This defender should kind of start sagging off, being like, you're not in a position to shoot or drive. Why not just clog up the paint so that if there's any cutters, you cannot get the pass through? If this defender was to do that, this next pass potentially would have been cut off. However, if he just sags off just a bit, this pass wouldn't have been there. Good vision by Hansen. But anyways, that's a horrible play again. Too much standing around. Make sure to get some higher basketball IQ as a center down in the description below. Make sure to get that center blueprint. But I hope that this video has helped teach you how to become a better player. I am not usually this negative, but I just seen this and I don't think he should have went this high in the draft.